This concept seemed even more important because Eragon and Rohan were the last heirs of their line. Eragon had renounced all affiliation with his birth brother, Murtagh, and the only relatives he and Rohan had left were each other and now Katrina. Noble sentiments of kinship were not the only force that drove the pair. Another goal obsessed them as well. Revenge! Even as they plotted to snatch Katrina from the grasp of the Razak. So the two warriors, mortal men and dragon rider alike, sought to slay King Galbatorix's unnatural servants for torturing and murdering Garrow, who was Rohan's father and had been as a father to Eragon. The intelligence, then, that Eragon had gleaned was as important to him as Rohan.
"I think I felt her," he said. "It's hard to be certain, because we're so far from Helgrind and I've never touched her mind before. But I think she's in that Forsaken Peak, concealed somewhere near the very top."
"Is she sick? Is she injured? Blast it, Eragon, don't hide it from me. Have they hurt her?"
"She's in no pain at the moment. More than that I cannot say, for it has required all my strength. Just to make her out the glow of her consciousness, I could not communicate with her."
Eragon refrained from mentioning, however, that he had detected a second person as well, one whose identity he suspected and the presence of whom, if confirmed, troubled him greatly. This is the author hiding the information from the readers.
"What I didn't find were the Razak or the Leth. Even if I somehow overlooked the Razak, their parents are so large, their life force should blaze like 1,000 lanterns, even as Saphira's does. Aside from Katrina and a few other dim specks of light, Helgrind is black, black, black. Black, 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 black."
Okay, Emily says it 3 times. Rohan scowled, clenched his left fist. Specifically left fist, not the right one. Don't get it wrong. And glared at the mountain of rock, which was fading into the dusk as purple shadows enveloped it. In a low, flat voice, as if talking with himself, he said, "It doesn't matter whether you are right or wrong."
"How so?"
"We dare not attack tonight. Night is when the Razak are strongest, and if they are nearby, it would be stupid to fight them when we're at a disadvantage. Agreed?"
"Yes."
So we wait for the dawn. Rohan gestured towards the slaves chained to the gory altar. "If those poor wretches are gone by then, we know the Razak are here, and we proceed as planned. If not, we curse our bad luck that they escaped us, free the slaves, rescue Katrina, and fly back to the Varden with her before Murtagh hunts us down. Either way, I doubt the Razak will leave Katrina unattended for long. Not if Galbatorix wants her to survive, so he can use her as a tool against me." Eragon nodded. He wanted to release the slaves now, but doing so could warn their foes that something was amiss. Nor if the Razak came to collect their dinner, could he and Saphira intercede before the slaves were ferried away. A battle in the open between a dragon and creatures such as the Lethblaka would attract the attention of every man, woman, and child for leagues around. And Eragon did not think he, Saphira, or Rohan could survive if Galbatorix learned that they were alone in his empire. He looked away from the shackled men.
"For their sake, I hope the Razak are on the other side of Alcacia, or at least that the Razak aren't hungry tonight."
By unspoken consent, Eragon and Rohan crawled backward down from the crest of the low hill they were hiding behind. At the bottom, they rose into a half-crouch, then turned and, still doubled over, ran between 2 rows of hills. The shallow depression gradually deepened into a narrow, flood-carved gully lined with crumbling slabs of shale. Dodging the gnarled juniper trees that dotted the gully, Eragon glanced up and, through clumps of needles, saw the first constellations to adorn the velvet sky. They seemed cold and sharp, like bright shots of ice. Then he concentrated on maintaining his footing as he and Rohan trotted south through their town. That's actually the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Around the Campfire. No. I knew I didn't want to read this for a reason. That was crap. The end.